whether you want to thank Beyonce, I'll thank Beyonce on behalf of this podcast, innit? I'll thank Beyonce for both of you two. Thanks for coming, Tottenham.
You're a pig.
Thanks for blessing us with your presence and that.
Well, who's your goal? Since we all found out who everyone's goal is. Apart
It doesn't matter who his goal is.
Shut up!
If it's not Beyonce,
the goal is Michael Jackson.
He's dead, bro.
Doesn't matter.
He's dead. He can't come to Tottenham.
It doesn't even matter.
He's actually to come to Tottenham. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I'm talking about the live GOATs. You get what I'm saying?
Alive? That is the GOAT. To you, yeah.
Prince is dead. Beyonce's dead. I mean,
yeah, bro.
Prince is dead. Mike's dead.
He's having a mare right now. Yo,
Mike's dead.
He's actually having a mare.
I'm not having a nightmare.
Yo, what? Yo, crap. Hey,
you know what? Yeah.
You're crap.
Really and truly, who would I be like?
So you don't know. You're having to
Probably
think.
Drake.
You're having to think your way around Beyonce, bro. Shut up, man.
No one was even gonna say it, bro.
Oh
Beyonce was never in
Drake is
the
the GOAT. Drake is the GOAT.
You know, if you never mentioned Beyonce yet, and then we was having a GOAT conversation, she wouldn't even pop up.
And she wouldn't have been in the
I said
conversation.
objective. I'm not saying who's your favorite GOAT. I'm saying who is the GOAT. The GOAT is Beyonce,
Even
bro.
Beyonce's still not the GOAT.
So who's the GOAT then?
Not Beyonce.
So you can't say that, bro. Who's the GOAT? The GOAT, objectively.
Or the greatest musician.
Yes, who's the greatest musician alive? Who's the greatest performer alive, bro?
But that's subjective.
It's objective, bro.
No. Numbers.
Objective.
If it's objective,
there are
there's
accolades,
numbers.
there are numbers,
Okay, if
there are
it's numbers,
performances, there's how you move
then
people.
Drake's got the most numbers out of everyone. When it comes to
bro.
time span, when it comes
Performance,
to how long.
performing is a big one. Yes,
Okay,
it is. It's
you're
a
moving
massive
the
one.
goalpost, fam.
It's like one of the five. It's like one of the five biggest categories that you have to fill if you're to be the GOAT. If we're talking about rap GOATs, who's the rap GOAT? Because you don't have to do no dances. You don't really have to put in a performance. It'll be Drake. I can't bring rappers into a conversation now. You get what I'm saying? Because Jake is still alive. You get what I'm saying? But he's in Tottenham as well. Thank you, Jay-Z, for coming to Tottenham and blessing us with your presence. You know what I'm saying? But these lot, they're just trying to think around. Just admit, Beyonce's the GOAT, whether you like her or not. It's nothing to do with personal preference.
No, I know. I don't.
It's nothing to do with personal preference.
It has to be, bro.
It's nothing to do with personal preference.
Nah, man. Listen, he's on the Renaissance hype. It's alright.
No, it's facts. It's Beyonce. From day. What day? From what day, it's always been Queen B. The Beehive is out in numbers, bro. They're out here. Whether you like it or not, the game man they're out here. You know what I'm saying? Representing. You ain't seen Tottenham like
Look how
this
happy
before.
he is, bro. He's smiling ear to ear.
And I even got tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy she's just here. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. It is a great time.
He was in a mile radius of Beyonce.
This is the biggest thing to happen to Tottenham since Harry Kane. Since Harry Kane.
Beyonce stepping through.
Or since, have they won the FA Cup? No.
This is tough living, fam.
Tottenham's trash.
What's
bro.
the biggest
You know
thing
what
that
I'm
happened to
saying?
Tottenham?
Is trash.
Beyonce coming is the
What's
biggest
happened?
thing.
Anthony Joshua fighting at Spurs. What? NFL. Shut up, man.
Again, subjective. Everything's subjective.
What is the biggest thing to happen to Tottenham? What do you mean
did she sell out?
subjective?
You said, did she sell out Tottenham?
I think she did, apparently.
No, she didn't.
I think she did.
Okay, she didn't. Has
I think
Tottenham
no.
been sold out
I think
in
she-
this time?
Yeah.
Then, objectively, there's been bigger acts than Beyonce.
I did.
So what's the
I did.
biggest thing to happen to Tottenham? You haven't seen things like this in Tottenham, bro. You haven't seen the roads all pack up from this time to that time. It hasn't happened. Whether she sold out or not, it's 108k capacity. I don't think anyone sold out if Beyonce hasn't
Taylor
sold
Swift would
out.
if she was here.
She ain't come
That
to
could, if she was, she would probably sell out the whole thing.
So you're saying Taylor Swift is the GOAT?
She could
Sheeran
pretty
would.
much be the
You're saying
GOAT.
Ed Sheeran would.
You're saying Taylor Swift is the GOAT. You're saying Ed Sheeran's the GOAT.
When it comes to selling, yeah,
Come
definitely.
out of here.
Selling
Come
selling
out
people,
of here.
making people
Come
come show
out
up.
of
in
You know
real
what? Yeah,
life.
no, actually,
Taylor Swift is the GOAT.
I don't know about Taylor Swift, but I hear Ed Sheeran selling up enough stuff all the time.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah, his touring numbers
Taylor
are
Swift
crazy.
sells.
His touring numbers are
everything.
crazy.
No, but
When it
I don't
comes
know.
to
I don't know
performances,
none of her numbers or none of her shows or
I'm
none
pretty
of her
sure she's
anything.
probably like the number one like touring artist.
The only songs I know of
The
Taylor
number one
Swift
touring artist this
is
year has
We
been
can find
Ed
out.
Sheeran, I'm
Shake
pretty
It
sure.
Off.
We can find out.
I know Shake It Off.
The number one touring artist.
know Romeo
it's
and
been-
Juliet.
Bad Bunny is the number one touring.
Makes sense.
Bad Bunny is the number one touring artist this year.
Talking about the wrestler.
No, the artist. He just does. He went WrestleMania one time.
So he's not a wrestler.
No, that's cold though. I rate that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's sick.
Man's-
That's cold. That's cold that you thought that. So I can't trust who he says to go is in it because he listens to the internet. He saw Bad Bunny at one WrestleMania. He said, "Yeah."
I've never seen this brother before in my life, and then he shows up in all the
You
adverts
should
for
have heard
like
about
2K.
him, bro. He done one performance in Puerto Rico. Fam, it's like the whole
What's the
country
song of
turned
his?
up.
What's the song of his?
I don't know.
No. Okay. Fair enough.
Not Despacito, because that's something else.
That's Justin
Daddy
Bieber,
Yankee,
sir.
innit? That's that Daddy Yankee guy.
I thought
But
it was
Bad Bunny
Justin-
is the number
I
one
thought that was
touring
Justin
artist
Bieber.
this year. But you have to think about it. Some people, like Beyonce is an exception. She has had one tour this year. Ed Sheeran has probably had like 6. And these people have probably had like 6 tours this whole year.
Has he?
Beyonce, he tours all the time, bro.
I thought he tours like once an album.
All the time. Ed Sheeran's touring non-stop.
Hmm.
Beyonce, fam, don't piss me off, fam. She needs to pull up once and it's crazy.
Oh my god.
Tottenham Harold.
Didn't Chris Brown recently come to
Yo.
London?
Yeah.
Ed
he didn't say
Sheeran
that.
made 800
Oh,
million
two.
off a tour.
Yeah.
Well, not hit, but it grossed nearly $1 billion, bro, off a tour.
How many dates were on that tour?
I would have to find that.
Exactly. The bare things come into it, innit?
Either way,
But,
though, 800 million.
people have tours that last
Ed
the
Sheeran
whole
has
year.
stupid numbers, bro. Like, even,
This thing's crazy.
his thing is nuts.
This thing's crazy. But to
I
come
could
full
make
circle,
a song with anyone, make it work, make it sell.
before
Bro,
we move on
crazy,
and to come
crazy,
full circle,
crazy.
the GOAT's Beyonce. Whether you like it or not. Like, get me. But what do you have planned for today, innit?
Who even knows at this point, bro? Beyonce is the plan right now, man. And now we just.
So
go
we
with
agree?
Beyonce.
I respect it.
I don't agree, but it is what it is.
You have to agree. It's not subjective, bro. I'm
Okay,
trying to
alright.
tell you. I'm trying to tell you it's not subjective.
Well, I'm still
It is-
going
it's-
to disagree.
It's
But, hey,
higher. It's bigger than all of us in this room, right?
Well, I
now.
guess it is. So, the title of this is Found in the Bible. If in spite of this, you still do not listen to me, God in brackets, but continue to be hostile towards me, then in my anger, I'll be hostile towards you, and I myself will punish you for your sins 7 times over. You will eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. Leviticus 26, 27. Pretty good, isn't it? God said,
cannibalism thing.
bro, God's really telling people, if you fuck around with me, I'm gonna make you eat your children.
You know what's mad, yeah?
That's pretty crazy.
If you actually look at religion, yeah, none of it makes any sense.
At all?
Not only does none of it make any sense, yeah, the rules,
Crazy!
bro, are insane.
I
They
love
are
religion,
insane.
bro. I love religion. It's so fun.
I don't think it's meant to make sense now. With all the knowledge that we have and all the information and
It was meant for a time when
No.
there was no verification. There was no way to verify anything. It was just, oh, swear down. Well, I guess if he said it
See, and
is.
this is what I'm saying. And then people come to me like, oh, the reason something is in Islam must be real is because they were talking about microscopic organisms and stuff
I
like
heard that
that.
about the clouds as well.
And it's
How
just
they
like,
said
you know what I'm
they
saying?
know
It's like,
about
oh, there's all this stuff in the Quran that we didn't know about. And
no,
it's
but
like,
they're not really. Do you know what people do? Oh my god, I hate people. They connect dots. They force the dots to connect. So no, Islam does not specifically say microscopic organisms. They look at something and be like, oh yeah, that must be a microscopic organism.
I
And
know.
the dots
Apparently, there's
connect.
actual descriptions of stuff that, I haven't read the paper. I've seen the paper, but I haven't read the paper. There was this, because he was Muslim in it, so I didn't trust him. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that like, I feel like
He
he's
is
gonna
Muslim, just so you know, yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
He is Muslim.
Yeah, disclaimer, I am
Muslim,
Muslim.
just so you know.
But no, so the guy who wrote the paper was Muslim, and the reason I didn't trust him was because I believed he was going to be biased towards Islam, innit?
Yeah.
So I was like,
I would need to be an atheist to write this.
that's
Then
what
it
I'm
was-
saying. Then I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so this guy, he's basically saying, like, from what I'd skimmed, he's basically saying there are things described in the Quran
That's exactly what I mean.
that are like when they've only started looking now into whatever they've been looking or wherever they're checking, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it you know what I'm saying, it matches the description or it is a description from there. And it's like, how will these people from so long ago know about these things?
I feel like it's a situation where like the clock, a broken clock is right twice a day, innit? It's like just because there's one thing you say in it that out of like the 1,000 things that you say in it that is right, people will latch onto that one thing and say, this is what proves us.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
confirmation
Apart
bias.
from the
That's
1,000
what I
other
got.
things that.
Because
That's
I'm
what
pretty
it
sure
is.
in the Quran and in the Bible, there is basically maybe a passage in each about how it's okay to own slaves and stuff like that.
Same in the Bible.
No, that's what I said, in the Bible
Oh,
and the
I thought you said-
Quran.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
Probably in the Torah as well, to be honest, and every other.
you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't tell you like, yeah, you should go do it, but
It's not bad.
It's not necessarily bad. And it's like, you can't be taking the same thing from these people. It's like,
The Bible says something about you can have a slave for like a certain amount of time.
So does
It's
Quran.
like 7
oh,
years.
is it? And a slave is only what, like 3/5 of a man or something?
Yeah.
Or was that in the Bible? That wasn't in the Bible, was it?
It's a religious text.
Bit of slavery is in it. As far as I'm concerned, apart from Judaism, it's in all of them.
But then of course not in Judaism, they're the slaves of everyone.
I know about that.
don't
That's
know
what he
about
said,
that.
didn't it?
Well, actually, I do know about that. They have been the slaves for eternity, bro. I don't know. I can't lie.
They were the chosen people.
The chosen ones that
Every
got
religion has
enslaved.
been Must have been slaves at one point.
Jewish people got the brunt of the world's anger for like 5,000 years.
I think black
Well,
people.
the only thing
I
is
think black people
the
have a
Christian
monopoly on
Bible
slavery.
isn't about Christians.
They got a current monopoly, but when it comes to longevity, Jewish people have a monopoly on slavery when it comes to longevity, bro. They were perishing from the Egyptian days, bro. If you're to
Black
believe
people
what
were
they say,
slaves
they
back
said
then
that
too.
they
Well,
were
I guess it
Jewish
wasn't
slaves to build the
necessarily
pyramids.
Black people,
slave
Jewish
trade.
people.
But then again, slavery's been it's a human thing, innit? It's not a race thing. It's just a human thing.
No, but
People go around
the
and
Christian Bible is about Jews.
are you then?
It's about Jews, innit? So you're not going to see any Christians be slaves. Because
They're
most of the
not real yet.
most of the men were Jews, yeah.
There was no Christianity.
Jesus
when the Bible
never
was
said
written.
I'm a Christian.
He-
He never said I'm a
But
Christian.
also, he never said he was a Jew, I don't think.
He was a Jew.
Did he actually say he was Jewish, though? Did
No.
he go to the temple
No.
and pray?
I don't think the label was put on.
So it's ambiguous, bro. Was he actually Jewish, or was like...
I don't think the label was there. It was just a lifestyle, innit?
Is Exodus the Jewish one or the normal one?
It's in the,
The normal one.
first. Yeah,
That's
it's,
fine.
it's the Jewish one and it's the Old Testament.
Bro.
So it's both.
See, in here it says, in Exodus they say, if you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years, but in the 7th year he shall go free.
I like it.
If you buy a Hebrew servant.
Yeah.
Wow.
So not necessarily any just slave, but if you get a Jewish slave, then yeah, after this, on the 7th year you gotta let him go.
Yeah.
If you don't, then
Bro,
you're
they
down,
giving you
bro.
guidelines for slavery.
Yeah. It's
And-
pretty much
But
like,
slavery wasn't a problem until we stopped having war, and we became comfy.
mm.
Once people actually became comfy with life and there was nothing to like focus on, like survival wasn't a thing to focus on. Now we can focus on rights and shit. But throughout history, everyone was just focused on survival.
Get the
So there
food,
was
get the warmth, get
and
the
that's
shelter.
why we have the current climate we live in, because no one's worried about anything really. It's just now we can just focus on what offends me. You don't have time to focus on that for all of history.
Yeah. Our problems have been.
People would probably just get clubbed or stabbed or something.
Bro,
Then they
talk
go
about-
hunting, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about your sensibilities in the wrong tavern.
Mm.
You get flogged.
Yeah.
Or even like Vikings and shit. They man have slaves. They actually just looked after their slaves. They just gave them good lives. But it was like, we're taking you because we need
Or it could have been
we're taking all these places
Or
like.
raped them.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
or
But
they
I
could've done
mean,
what the
in
Spartans
terms
done.
of like compared to like how other slaves were treated.
I doubt that.
No, I mean like in the sense
I'm
of
pretty
like
sure it was a bit more balanced than that.
I'm not saying it was like that they're giving them good lives, but I mean in the sense that it's like
I'm pretty sure everyone looked after their slaves.
No. The
Like,
Spartans.
you had to.
Oh my god, the Spartans were so bad to this.
Like, okay, up to a certain amount. Like I'm gonna feed you. Yeah.
But the thing about Spartans, they weren't even slaving outside people. They were slaving their own.
Yeah.
And they
They
were
were fucking
treated-
little boys.
But most history people are fucking little boys.
Greeks.
The Greek standard of living is that whole. It's
Crazy.
crazy.
Greeks are.
The whole
Look at their
ancient
gods. Look
Greek-
at the like. You know, yeah. I've always wondered: are these people gods? Is Zeus a god? Like, are these actual Greek gods?
That's
Or
not
are
Greek. Isn't Jupiter the Greek god then?
no, that's
Zeus-
Romans.
Roman.
They're
Oh,
Romans.
that's Roman.
All the fucking planets.
But-
Roman gods.
I'm thinking like, cool. If we like say Western civilization, say like the Greek one, yeah, was to collapse, and then God knows how long later someone was to find our texts and this and that, and then they find, let's say, Harry Potter. Are they gonna then think Harry Potter's our God? You know what I mean? Are they gonna then think like this is our God or that is our God?
Yeah, yeah,
is
that's
that what
what
we've
you-
done with these people?
Yes, I see what
Like,
you-
did these people have an actual religion, or are these like? Because fair enough, they don't have TV, they don't have. So maybe they're just building characters, statues. You know what
But
I mean?
then
Or like.
No, these people are actually worshipped. Like yeah, these gods are actually worshipped.
Do you know what's crazy? Yeah?
So the stories that they find about these gods don't sound like people you should be
yeah.
worshipping.
100%.
Bro,
But
yeah.
just the standard
Zeus
of
is out
living
here
and the standard
fucking
morality
breaking
and
it,
ethics
you
and
know.
that the levels were very different to how they are now.
Yeah, for real. But
No, 100%. Was it apparently unrelated?
unrelated.
In back in those days, it was fashionable to have a small penis.
Yeah, that's why they what's it
makes
called
sense.
on the statues they
Big
made-
penis people.
Yeah, I see a lot of Christian,
They were like,
not Christian, but
Yeah,
Roman.
big penis people were freaks.
For real.
Because they went over to Africa,
And
and
they
that's
said,
what the
"What is
black people with big penises, and they were like, bro, like what? Like a lot of the
They were-
scholars,
They were so
They
mad.
said, "That's
that
not what
they
it's
had
supposed to
make
look
it."
like.
They were so mad.
a
That
lot
they
of
had
them
to
Greek
make
scholars
it.
and that went, they've been documented of going over to Africa and being like, oh shit, like shit's really clean over here. Like they're doing shit the proper way. Like yo, like
What do you mean clean?
like the European standard of living back then was disgusting compared to like the African, and like just it was way less like advanced compared to the African standard of living.
What was the African sound of living?
Like obviously it was advanced, like bare technologies and stuff like that. They were living the Moors, all of that, like stuff like that. The Moors taught brought knowledge to Europe. Like J Hus wasn't lying. He said I brought knowledge to Europe just like the Moors. Like the Moors brought knowledge to Europe.
The Arabs really were the ones that brought the knowledge.
The Moors and the Arabs and I can't remember what's the other.
I would.
You know,
if you
very-
say North African is the one that brought knowledge, then that would make sense.
No, because a lot of them,
Not central
they're
or
the
south.
Berbers, which are the Arabs, but there are a lot of dark-skinned Moorish people. So the Moors had like a reign that lasted a while.
They spread out into Turks.
So Mansa Musa, you see
into-
Mansa Musa, he went around Europe fucking up their economy because he gave away so much gold, you know what I'm saying, and doing stuff like that. He was dark-skinned. But you go a bit further down, you will see a lot of like Arab-looking Moors.
I think is it the Moors that
They weren't like
they
all
spread
black
out.
people,
They spread out into like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of different things. They were
Yeah.
Turks and they were
Yeah, they were- yeah.
well, not Turks. It's
They're different
Ottomans, innit?
races and...
The Ottoman.
Mm-hmm.
The Ottoman. What, black people went to the Ottoman Empire?
No, the Moors apparently integrated with the you know.
So probably once
Some-
they stayed,
somewhere
once they stayed in
they're
Europe,
part
because
of
they
it.
took over Spain. Once they stayed in Europe, breeding was probably like, oh yeah, cool, we're staying here. A lot of
They didn't make
black
it past
people,
it, though.
huh?
They didn't make it past.
they didn't need to.
That's what they didn't really get into Europe.
Yeah, they did.
They got into the westernmost part of Europe, and that was it.
Yeah, that's all you need to get into. That's where all the power was back
No,
then.
it wasn't.
It was.
Spain. The power was in France.
It was in Rome, no?
Rome is nowhere near France. I mean,
When is this?
No, it wasn't in Rome.
When are we talking about?
When the Moors were taking over. So when they came to Europe,
If this is
They
around
started
when
fucking.
Jesus was born, this is
not
the
around
case.
when Jesus was
That's
born.
2,000 years ago. Are you saying before this?
After maybe.
After?
Yeah, definitely after.
When was the
Didn't they come to Europe Mansa Musa times?
We got Google right here.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Didn't they
Because
come
the
to
Moors, they only made it halfway up Portugal.
Yeah, that's Western Europe.
Yeah, but they didn't make it all the way. They only made it halfway.
I never said they made it all the way.
No, what I'm saying is that it's the westernmost country in Europe.
What, Portugal?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
So if the Moors did make it through...
In AD 711.
No, I mean, what argument?
Moors
What are you
country.
I'm
arguing
saying
against?
they didn't make it through into Europe.
No, but I'm saying, what are you arguing against? Are you just making a point?
I'm not arguing against it. I said you were saying that the Moors are brought knowledge to Europe, like
Yeah.
Jay Huss said.
Yeah,
Alright,
I said
so-
if they did, it would have just been to Spain and...
those are the most powerful parts in Europe.
But they weren't.
Why
At that
weren't
time,
they?
they weren't.
How
At
about
that time, they completely weren't.
Wasn't Rome one of the most powerful parts in Europe as well?
If you're saying
This is
it's back-
711.
711, Rome wasn't a thing. The Roman Empire was done.
711 AD.
The Roman Empire was
Roman Empire was definitely about 711 AD, bro.
The Roman Empire was
Constantinople was
Let's
about
hold up.
We
When
can
pretty
find
sure.
out. We can find out. We can find out.
711 AD, bro. Constantinople was about. Rome.
That's not-
Roman Empire was probably dying.
Roman Empire died a lot.
Nah,
earlier than that.
it died in 476 AD.
Constantinople.
The
Roman
Roman
Empire.
Empire.
Constantine and them people there. The Romans and Constantine
The Roman
and them people are
Empire-
basically the same thing.
Anyways, on to the... This story had me dying. Oh, God. The title is... I fapped to the corpses of Holocaust victims.
Pardon?
I fapped to the corpses of Holocaust victims. That's the name of the story. That's what brought me...
I don't get it. Was he there?
No,
The story
there's
has
pictures,
to
bro.
happen.
Huh?
There's pictures and he's...
Oh, so he's happened to the...
Basically...
No, wait. Net story.
No, what the hell? This is a great story.
This is dark.
It's great. Listen.
Crazy.
Finally, my time to shine. That's how it starts.
Wow. Alright, listen, before we even get into it yet, let's just make a quick... We don't just support this guy.
No, we do.
We don't... No, not him. Him.
No, I mean,
him, the
but
guy
no,
writing this.
No, because every time we're talking about fucking Holocaust, bro, we have a fucking agenda.
Listen, I was pretty young. Maybe like 8, 9 or 10. Something like that.
What?
Too young to be able to ejaculate, but old enough to get a funny feeling in my penis.
Oh my god.
I wanted to play around with it to no result sometimes. One night, I wandered out of my room and my parents were watching something in the living room. It was in black and white and there seemed to be a bunch of naked people walking around and the naked people were in a big pile. At this point, my parents realized I was there and yelled at me to go back in my room, and what was on the TV wasn't for kids. I thought it was some kind of porn. It wasn't the first time I caught them watching something like that on Cinemax or something that I wasn't supposed to see. That image popped up a lot in my early fruitless wiener rubbing sessions, naked people in a big pile.
I like
Yeah.
how you worded that though.
No,
Many years
no,
later.
that kind of... He's almost excusing it because it's like he didn't know what it was. You know what I mean?
Many years later, I saw the footage and recognized it.
No, I mean, he's trying it like for himself, not for us.
Okay, yeah. So that- I was like, what? You with him? You with him with this one?
But yeah,
Many years later, I saw the footage and recognized that as parts of it had been burned into my younger mind. Unfortunately, it was part of a Holocaust documentary, and the naked people had been killed and put in a big naked pile to be dumped
I knew
into
it.
a mass
I knew
grave.
that's exactly what it was gonna be. It's fucking awful.
Edit. I'm pretty sure this was the footage. But we're not gonna show it. In my defense, it was on normal size.
It was a normal
It
size.
was on normal size on the TV, and I only glimpsed it for a few seconds. That's his excuse.
Nah, that image was in his head. I'm sorry, as a 10-year-old, yeah, I knew what piles of bodies look like. Has he never been on like LiveLeak or one of them Russian websites or them malware sites? Like, has he never? Is this really the first time he's seeing anything Holocaust? Man's over there just jerking it to these
dirty dancing in the name of love.
black and white. He's like, you know them, like American Pie, like them kind of movies, right?
Yeah.
There's always that one kid who's like slapping his TV trying to get the National Geographic thing better so we can see some titties. Or like, you know what I'm saying, trying to steal a VHS. He's one of them youths. Any breast necessary.
Anything.
Any means necessary, just get some breasts on the screen or something, fam. Nasty.
Well, yeah. Holocaust wanking.
I have nothing to say. Next story. Fucking hell, bruv.
10.
Well,
Gassed you out a bit.
So many weird fucking people, bruv. And somehow the Holocaust got mixed in there. So it's something we talked about again. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's a different flavour of the Holocaust.
Yeah, of course. You love that.
A little bit of vanilla this
You love that, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ.
Well, so this is the Jolly Rancher story.
Great. I like Jolly Ranchers. Fuck's sake.
You might have heard this one before.
Oh.
It's not.
Did you not watch the boy in striped pajamas or anything like that?
Oh, that's
I had to write an apology letter because I laughed at the boy in striped pajamas in year 10
Who were you apologizing to?
to the Holocaust victims. Apparently, yeah, it wasn't funny. I wasn't let back into history,
Bro!
but I wasn't laughing at the Holocaust. I was laughing at someone in my class was making crazy faces at me, and I can't cover my laugh. So yeah, I just died. And my history teacher looked at me and was like, "This is it, bro. This is what I needed to get you out of this class."
That's
much.
crazy.
And I had to write, I don't think the Holocaust is funny. I was sitting in the library for 2 hours thinking, what the hell do I say?
So you've been like this from young.
Oh man.
This has been your story from young.
What's coming out soon? We got Spider-Man 2 on the way. We got, yeah,
The movie?
game. Venom in there and stuff. We got the new Naruto and Boruto game coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, boys. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. We're going to have to start streaming. We're going to have to start streaming. I can't lie. Listen.
Ninja Storm.
I am going to... Alright, bro. We're
The
going to have
new
to start
Ninja
streaming.
Storm.
Anybody who wants to challenge, listen, we can pull up online. We can do this. We're going to make a Discord. We're going to have to do something.
Yeah. No, that new Ninja Storm is going to make...
Listen, all the anime fans.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Oi.
Monday. Listen.
Don't worry. We'll do a streaming session. Make sure we play you guys. Smoke you guys.
Oh, bro. That Ninja Storms, I hope that it's good.
Have you seen gameplay for the Demon Slayer game?
Yes, it's the same as Ultimate Ninja Storm.
It just looks a little bit more refined and a little bit like
it's the
cleaner.
same. It's the exact same game, pretty much.
Is what I'm saying. Now we're even further than we were when that got
was like
released.
3 years ago.
Exactly. We were even further than we were.
But
when that
who's
got released.
actually making the game is the question. It's the studio that matters.
Let's find out. Even I can't lie. You're doing the Ninja Storm thing. It has to be the same studio. Has to be. And also, they're Ninja Storm 1 to 4 was the story as it was following the manga. It wasn't even an anime that it was following. It was following the manga.
Yeah. That's why the game came out before. Bro,
So
all the stuff came out way before the anime came out. I was spoiling.
They kept breaking it down, innit? So it's like Ninja Storm 1, you got to certain point, 2 certain point, 3 certain point, 4 certain point. You know what I'm saying? This new one, they're doing it from the start of the story to the end of the story. From Naruto as a child
they're gonna
to
do
him.
They're gonna do one mission per chapter,
Bro.
What per saga? One mission.
I can't lie. The way we are as fans, I feel like you could really do loads. You could make this a 50-hour game. People be on it. Although that's
That's a fighting game. Is there any fighting game that's that long? That a story is that long? I don't think so.
All right, if you look at Broken Bond, do you remember that game?
No.
All right, well, basically, Broken Bond, yeah, the way they done that with that game was that fair enough. The meat and potatoes is the fighting. You know what I'm saying?
I want some meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes is the fighting, and
Why, bro? Why?
and
I didn't say no. Just continue.
the in between, like the little pieces in between it, it's all they're running on trees. You're doing jutsus to break open certain places and get through to certain areas.
Jutsus in Blood and Bone? Wait, what?
I said broken bone. Broken bond. I said blood and bone.
You're thinking about Michael J. White.
He's doing jutsus for real.
I said blood and bone. No, so like Broken Bond, right? It was a game. Literally, you want to get to another area, you gotta put the chakra in your feet. Like you have to manually put the chakra in your feet.
Is that what you say they should do in the new game?
Yeah, like it's like fair enough. It's like a bunch of mini games, but it
I
feels
hope they
like
make us do the tuning exam.
that's great.
I don't think any game has made us actually go through the whole tuning exam.
That's not true.
Which game made us go through the forest? And then made
Broken Bond.
Oh, this is a Naruto game.
Yeah. What do you think I was talking about? I was talking about chakra in the feet and jutsus.
That's what I was thinking. Wait, what? I was
You were talking to
confused.
yourself.
I was talking about.
I was confused.
I was talking about
as hell.
Naruto. Yeah, man. Like I'm pretty
What,
sure.
is that the whole tuning exam?
No, the game ends with Sasuke leaving Naruto because it's about their whole thing, innit? Saying is he distracting you?
I was laughing because he's trying his hardest to try and understand what you've been saying to him for the past 10 minutes. He's asking all the questions that you thought he understood when he first explained this to you.
I can't.
I feel like I understood more coming into this room from the
When you said
toilet than
Broken
you
Bond,
did from being here
I
this whole
thought you was
time.
talking about a completely separate game, yeah. And then when you started saying about like chakra and shit, I was like, wait, what? What? Chakra?
It's the only other
Forest
Naruto game
in a
worth
game
knowing.
that's not
Man.
Naruto. I was so confused. But I
What's
was
this
still
new one
letting you
called,
go.
sorry?
Broken Bond.
No.
Brother.
I don't
You
even
just
know.
haven't been listening.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Are you sure you don't go toilet as well? What the fuck?
The new one I think is called New Generations or Next Generations.
No, it's not. That's Boruto Next Generations.
No, I'm pretty sure this is Naruto to Boruto. Naruto X Boruto Next Generations or something like that.
No, I don't think it is. Sick word.
But yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't
Broken
matter.
Bond, bro. Telling you that was
What console was that? PS2?
360. Telling you that was probably the best Naruto game until like
Storm 4.
no, you know when they done the Ninja Storm with
Connections, that's what it's called, Connections. This new one. So
oh,
I feel like from the name alone, I knew this wasn't gonna be that game.
Connections.
Yeah,
it just means that they're gonna have every character in there, or at least they're gonna try to have every character in
I
there.
didn't feel like they were going out of their way to add like another, I don't know, entry to the series. Ninja Storms, really. But I
No, but
at
it's
the same
just
time,
it's an
still
updated
shit.
version. It's an updated version, cleaner gameplay. There's new consoles and stuff. It's more or less what it's for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all the fans, let's be honest, all the Naruto fans are still gonna buy it. And
100%.
Boruto fans are probably like the only game we have is fucking
To be a Boruto fan, do you have to be a Naruto fan?
no.
No.
No way, bro. There's no way you can watch Boruto without watching Naruto.
100%.
You'd be surprised.
You can watch Boruto without watching
How
Naruto.
the hell are you gonna watch Boruto without having watched Naruto beforehand?
Be a kid.
Get on, yeah, literally. Go on, bro. Literally be a kid.
You have to be
don't
12
believe
years old, like
I
11
don't
years
believe
old.
this. They went straight to Boruto.
You know, there's people who
Why
watch.
are you gonna go back?
You know, there's people who watch Super. Don't know nothing about Z. Don't know nothing about the OG Dragon.
It's like
Ball.
saying, oh yeah, let me go back and watch all the other Power Rangers because like,
No, it's not even.
I mean, that's probably
Basically,
that's probably better.
No,
Basically
they
is.
don't. They don't correlate to each other.
yeah, they do.
Which
In
is
a
why
lot
it's
of
probably
ways.
No,
better.
they
No,
don't. They're
they
all
do.
separate. They're like anthology series, bro. Like season 1.
Okay,
and
well you
season
have
3
you have
don't anything
multiple
to do with each other.
samurai. You have multiple samurai.
Oh, you're talking about
Power
the new
Rangers.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably checked out like 10 years before that. Because the new shit, they do like the last 4 things have been. I was watching a video on it recently. It's the only reason I know this. I think it's Hasbro that owns them right now. And the last 4 series that have been Hasbro. So they've just kept the same thing. Just made it the same people. Just changed their
that's
costumes.
Saban's Samurai, Saturn, Power Rangers.
Or maybe it's them
Sabans,
guys then.
something like that.
Instead of Hasbro. But yeah, essentially because they're all in one studio, their thing keeps evolving. But that's not normally how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Normally how it goes is apart from Mighty Morphin, which had actual like proper story up to like season 3.
And I'm pretty sure they have a new one of those as well. New Mighty Morphin.
But this is the thing. It's
Kids aren't gonna go back and watch. Oh yeah, let me go watch the old Mighty Morphin now. Because that matters, doesn't it?
Actually, I don't know if that's true because the fans of Power Rangers are all going to be the parents. The parents are going to be showing the kids the Power Rangers that they know, that they love. Kids are probably going to watch those Power Rangers and then be like, I want to keep watching Power Rangers.
That's not how kids watch Power Rangers. Kids watch whatever's on TV and then.
That's how I ended up watching Power Rangers.
No, but that's
like,
true.
and
most kids watch what's on TV by themselves, like with no influence from their parents, and then they like what they like.
You'd be surprised, man. There is a lot.
No, that's how most people watch.
No, there is a lot of influence from parents in terms of TV.
There's a lot of things that happen in general, but most of it is people finding.
If you think parents don't have a major influence on kids watching it, what they're watching, you're wrong. Listen, if
they change the channel, yes, but apart from that, no.
No.
Like
it's
like
how old are you talking about?
Like back in the day.
How old are you talking about?
Like from the ages when you're watching CITV and Jetix, and what age were you then?
That's maybe what, 12.
My dad wasn't telling me what to watch, so I'm watching everything on this TV show. Things might be different now. You might be right because we have Netflix and that, so everyone might not actually be watching TV. But I would watch anything on those certain channels and pick from what those channels showed what I liked. So if Jetix is showing bare things, I like Naruto. You get what I'm saying? And I've just liked that because I've watched it enough and I've just gained like, yo, cool, this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad's not telling me, oh yeah, cool, this is cool to watch, or.
Well, with this new generation, it's definitely not that.
You got that story?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was the Jolly Rancher story. Never got into it.
How did you fall off of that?
I don't know. We just went somewhere that wasn't.
You went toilet.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you done.
And we were talking about Naruto.
Yeah. All right, cool. The Jolly Rancher story. Nothing tops the Jolly Rancher story. Steve and his girlfriend Samantha went off to college in August.
I'm already inclined to not believe it, but carry on.
She went to Florida State. He went to Penn.
Penitentiary.
Or Penn State.
Okay, so no, I just had to check.
So she decided to fly over to visit him. He was really happy to see her, and so he decided to give her some oral action.
With some Jolly Ranchers.
No. He had done this numerous times before and always enjoyed doing it. But for some reason, this time, she smelled really horrible. And she tasted even worse. He didn't want to offend her because he hasn't seen her in months. Wow, they've spelled that terribly. So he put a Jolly Rancher in his mouth to cover it up, even though it didn't do much to help. In the course of eating her out, he accidentally pushed the candy inside of her and stuck a finger in to grab it out. He knocked it out and put it back in his mouth and bit it. Only it wasn't the Jolly Rancher. It was a nodule of gonorrhea.
A nodule?
A nodule of gonorrhea. As in the blister-like structure that gonorrhea makes, filled with disease pus, was the size of a fucking Jolly Rancher, and the poor guy bit it. I guess it was really dark in the room. He freaked out and started vomiting all over the place, and when it exploded in his mouth. He demanded to know what was going on. Turns out she cheated on him at the club. The first week of college. Freshers. It's a great week. I fucked some random guy, and the stupid bitch had no clue what was wrong with her, and she knows.
Are you just gonna carry on?
Yeah, that's what happened, isn't it? That is a filthy story.
I wanna know.
I need a second.
Yeah, he needs to fucking recalibrate.
I need a second,
chakras, bro.
That is.
I don't know.
He bit into the nasty medulla.
I can't keep feeling away whenever we come on this pod with like these Reddit stories, innit? I don't know what I expect because it's Reddit, but at the same time, like, bro, this just fucks me up.
I expected something funny. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I expected a funny.
Like,
that was. That is dark.
We'll walk away from the stories for now.
No, wait. Because
I thought it was bad because he wanted a cherry flavor or a strawberry and he got watermelon. You know the ones there. Where you get the watermelon out of the packet and it's like, oh, I don't want that watermelon Jolly Rancher.
I thought he was gonna give her a UTI and they would have an argument and he would have to bring up her stinky pussy. But
yeah, that one was a crazy one. When I read that, I said,
bro, my chest just dropped when I heard that.
I read it and I needed you, man, to hear it with me in it. So it was one of those ones that I couldn't have alone. I feel like that's assault territory. You should be allowed to assault her at that point.
Oh, but fam, I don't get it. Like, is it a skin tag or something? Did she not feel it come off, bro?
No, bro, I don't know why, but I know exactly what it looks like. And man, I feel
looking like a hemorrhoid blood, fam.
Looking like piles.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, but either way, yeah, that's what happened, isn't it? Juicy.
And this was his girl.
His girl. But first week of college in Florida, with the jit, with the jittle yangs, with the gold.
She was fucking Florida guy, Florida man. Florida man's a menace, bro. You can't be fucking Florida man.
I don't want to talk about stuff like this anymore.
About Florida man.
No, it doesn't make me feel nice.
We'll move away from stories and we'll go to the what would you do scenarios. There's a bunch of scenarios of what would you do, and I want to know what you would do. Simple as. Just if you need some time to clean your chakras, you know.
Yeah, sorry, man. Fucking no, bruv.
You know, wrong time. We were watching. You know those pustules on man's face. Imagine one of those just, tight like a pizza bowl. Like the dough before you cook it. You gotta really, you know what I mean. And then
juice in it. Pus. It was pus filled.
And then it was also coated in her stinky pussy juice.
Give me some of your cherry beer.
No.
Bastard.
Coated in this. Oh my god.
I'll give you some.
I thought maybe it was a blood clot. I can't lie. I thought maybe it was a blood clot.
My killie for life.
Oh man.
Would you rather a blood clot
or gonorrhea?
Definitely the blood clot. I can't lie. I'm
You know what? That's a rock and a hard place type situation.
But I'm taking that blood clot 10 times out of 10.
Where did that lie, bro? To open the bottle.
10 times out of 10, I'm taking the blood clot.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna start off with a simple one. What would you do if you could stop time?
You know what, yeah?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what, yeah?
If you could stop time.
You're a poor sport.
If you could stop time, yeah, and
I'm gonna ask you.
If you could stop time and the light wouldn't kill you.
What?
Because apparently if you stop time, light will kill you.
Went too far into it. Because then that means if you stop time,
I've researched this shit.
You won't be able to breathe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Everything is normal, yeah. You can stop time and be active, bro.
No, but this is your fault because you asked such a broad question.
Fuck you. It's a standard question.
Now I'm gonna give you a fucked up answer as well.
You know what? Kill yourself. How about that?
But yes, if everything, as I said, assuming that it doesn't kill you.
Please assume that it doesn't.
Rob a bank first.
There's no point in robbing banks. You can stop time. Why do you need money?
Huh?
You can stop time. You don't need money.
What do you mean I don't need money?
You can stop. What are you gonna buy with the money?
I'm gonna go get the money and then buy whatever I want, so I don't have to stop time anymore.
Now,
where are you gonna get the money from?
Huh? The bank.
Where are you gonna get the money from?
What? I just said I'll rob a bank.
Oh, but getting in the vault, time is stopped. Like you can't open it.
I'll take the key.
Well,
are votes keyed or are they like?
To be fair, if you could stop time, you could find something.
Okay, let's think about it. How many banks actually keep their money in votes?
Probably all of them, no?
No, I mean like I walk into my Barclays.
They're probably not on site, but you'd have to Google.
I see them take it out of the cashier and.
That's true. Actually, you could probably open up enough cash. Pardon me, registers.
Yeah, I mean.
But wait, what would you do if you could? If right now you could just stop time.
Rob a bank.
If I could stop time,
I would.
Devious.
Yeah, rob a bank, and then
I would just keep it stopped. To be honest,
you'll be alone.
Yeah, I know. Just chill.
That's a bit crazy though.
I would go just collect a whole bunch of weed.
Collect, yeah, you can do that.
Just go collect a whole bunch of weed.
But then you're gonna have it alone.
I'd have to go and find the weed.
I just turn on a PlayStation and chill for time.
I'd have to go find the weed. I know where the bank is. I'm gonna go to the bank, get money, and then shout. You know who?
But yeah, no, man, collect some weed, man. Walk around, go to places that I'm not allowed in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just to be there and see what they're like.
But it's empty, so it doesn't feel the same, does it?
Well, no, I mean, it's like when
I think I'll kick a lot of people in the nuts. Just every guy I walk past, I'll just...
I'm proper childish.
Stab it right in the nuts, bro. So that once time comes back on, every man just falls over.
Was it The Simpsons where Bart and Milhouse, they get a stopwatch that can stop time? And they use it to fuck around with people, and then it breaks, and then they're stuck in the thing where with time stopped.
I haven't seen that, but that's.
And then they grow bare old. They get old as hell before they can fix it. And everybody's just looking at them like, why are you so? What happened to you guys? But yeah, man, I'm saying just spend time building stuff, fixing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say that
fixing stuff.
No, not fixing stuff, but I mean building stuff in a sense of see if you can build a rocket-powered car or something.
Okay, I wouldn't have done that, but yeah.
If I have all the time in the world, I'm gonna do some stupid shit.
I think depression would just hit me eventually, and I'll kill myself.
Well, you could just switch time back on.
The fuck?
I don't know, man.
You'd rather kill yourself and leave everybody in their suspended state.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
As hard as you lot try to think about this, I still feel like robbing the banks would be the easiest option.
But To do what? Easiest option
To
for
do
what?
what? Take the money and be rich.
And then bring the time back on and he's rich.
But that's not what I'm trying to do. That's what.
Yeah, he's trying to keep time paused and stay alive forever.
I'm
But
just trying to
he's
have
not.
fun.
I know him. He's not trying to do that.
I think he'll do that for like 2 weeks. Max.
He'll do that for like 2
Bro,
days.
if you can,
He'll be like,
if
oh
you
shit,
can
I
get your
got a
hands on
kid.
any
You know
material.
the man.
But the kid's frozen, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs to time back
You
on.
can look at the kid.
She's fine.
He doesn't want to look at the kid.
She's fine. She's frozen. There's nothing wrong.
This is a lie.
If anything, she's the safest she's ever been.
Yeah.
She is the safest she's ever been, but she's the most still she's ever been.
Everyone else is.
And she's the most dead
Yeah,
she's
for
ever
real.
been. She's the most dead she's ever been.
But they're not dead. They're just frozen.
No, but
Everybody's
everyone's
frozen.
dead. Not moving. You might as well be dead if you're not doing anything. She's a vegetable.
You're not. You're losing the point. That's not the point.
You wouldn't know.
No,
if
no,
time was
no.
Frozen right now, to be honest.
No, no,
If we just
the-
went through 1,000 years of frozen time,
That's
just
true.
right now,
Say that
you
again?
wouldn't know. If right, like during this conversation, if
It's not
someone's
about
time
us
for 1,000
knowing. It's
years-
about him knowing. It's about what he wants. And I'm telling him what he thinks he wants isn't what he wants.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I guess it is what it is.
yeah,
I think you need to consult Luge when
yeah.
it comes to knowing
honestly.
what you want.
So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I want to build rocket powered somethings, and I know I ain't got enough time right
Quantum.
now. It's quantum toasters, bro. I need to build a quantum toaster. I know I ain't got enough time to learn how to do that stuff now.
Well, you have all when the time freezes, you have all the.
You know what
time
I'm
to-
saying? I could,
But just
bro.
because you have the time doesn't mean you're actually gonna have the interest to do it.
Bro, he
What
doesn't
do you
have the
mean?
interest for anything. He's not gonna quantum what?
A toaster,
Quantum
bro.
what? Rocket what, bro? This guy, this brother, I've known him too long. He ain't gonna build nothings. Blueprints for what? Maybe if he had all the knowledge in the world, he'll build a quantum somethings. But then he still had
Not
to
even all the
study.
time in the world to
No,
get
but
knowledge.
he'd have to study. Time is he's always had time.
If that's not how it works.
Time's just still now. You know what I'm saying?
Which
It doesn't
means
change anything.
It does. It
It
changes
means
a
he
lot.
has more time to do nothing.
Which is
Play
the point.
PlayStation.
Which is the point.
Huh?
That's the point. That's
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
thing. That's the point I'm making.
No, but time isn't
Stop,
the issue
stop,
for you.
just stop. That's
Time
not.
isn't
You're
the
not
issue
making
for you.
sense. Listen,
That makes sense.
you're not.
Time
You're
isn't
not.
the issue for you.
You're not making sense.
How does that not make sense?
Because you're not listening.
I am listening.
You're not.
I've listened enough.
You haven't.
Time isn't the issue.
You're not listening.
I think you're just getting defensive, and you're thinking.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Oh, wait, a second.
Yeah.
You're not listening, bro.
Time stopping doesn't stop you, or doesn't make you more
said it doesn't
interested in
change your
anything.
personality.
It doesn't change your personality.
Regardless of that.
Regardless of that,
that's not
that's the
true. That's
biggest
not
thing.
true. That's not true.
It's the biggest
like
thing.
if you have
That's not
more
true.
time than that, your
That is
personality
not
doesn't
true.
change.
That
So
is
he's-
not
he's
true.
gonna do more
If
stuff
a
because time
person,
stopped.
if someone can stop time, and there is no one who can move through time or register what's happening apart from you, you think the personality is not going to change?
And if you don't age, I'm saying like if
You think the
don't age,
personality is not going to change?
100%.
You're wrong still. I can't lie.
100%.
You have no eyes on you. That's essentially what it is. No one can
Oh,
see you do
the eyes,
anything.
The eyes is what's stopping you from doing stuff.
That stops a lot of people from doing
The
stuff.
eyes, people watching you.
100%.
No, I mean like actually getting up and doing stuff. Like if you have a lazy personality, yeah,
don't
you're gonna
think-
do stuff because time stopped. Time stopping
I think
makes
the-
you more
I think
lazy.
The big thing in the situation is because time is stopped and you're not aging anymore. Now you have an infinite amount of time
Yeah.
to learn whatever you want to learn.
No,
So
just
if
learn, to
anything,
just
you'll
do what
take
you
longer
want.
to do the stuff.
So just do what you
You'll
want.
take longer, but it
You'll
doesn't
take
matter.
longer
That
to
doesn't
do the stuff.
matter.
might
you
take
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not getting the point. The
Yeah.
point isn't, oh, you're gonna take long to do something. The point isn't, oh, you're gonna do this. The point is, I'm going to do what I want. You want to rob a bank, and then you're gonna turn back on time. Fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I'm trying to, like I said, I want to go smoke all the weed. I want to play all the games. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying, I want to build some shit. Let me learn how to fly a plane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can fly a plane.
You're gonna kill yourself. Just because time's frozen
No.
doesn't mean you're invincible.
That's
You're
true.
gonna
That's
end it all.
true. But my point is, I want to no, you're alright.
And then everyone's fucked because time stopped.
Time was
You done it intentionally. You killed yourself and left everybody there.
I think you'd have to, on the way down, you'd have to turn time back on.
Yeah, for real. If I realize I'm going out, then maybe turn it on. Or if I stab
You
myself
know
by
how dumb I
accident,
would feel?
like if
What?
I need a
If I stabbed
hospital,
myself by accident.
because I mean, in the sense that like if I'm building something,
This
man,
guy's going crazy in pause
he
time.
will do nothing for longer. That's what he'll do.
If I'm gonna pause time, I think this is what it is. If he's gonna pause time, he's gonna pause it for max 2 hours because he's gonna get what he wants to get. I'm not gonna do it for more.
He's
than
pausing it
couple
for
hours.
30
You're
years.
pausing it for years, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
And then
I'm trying to
after the
pause it
30
in
years,
time,
he's
bro.
gonna think, oh yeah, what can I do now? And then probably go back to do nothing.
But does it,
And then say,
the more
shit, what can I do
the
now?
The longer it is your pause, the more likely you're gonna kill yourself in that pause and just doom the whole of human. All of
Well,
just
no, because
history.
if I do feel that way, you can just turn it on, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you're flying,
That's what I said, he's not
if
gonna
you're
pause it for that
flying-
long.
Well, no, but that's what I said.
You
Yeah,
better
yeah,
turn that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
back
I
on.
said-
But it's like, and maybe not fly. Maybe I learn how to, you know what I'm saying, do something else. Because
I was
I
talking
was
about
thinking,
rockets and that.
yeah, rockets is probably more cool, innit?
I said
Bro, there's
rockets and that.
engineers.
die in rockets,
There's
yeah,
engineers, yeah, who build like They put records on anything.
It's crazy.
man.
It's crazy that humans are also like. There's some super smart people that can make shit like this happen, and then
Bro,
there's dancers. We're not the same species.
The only thing that's different is learning. Literally, it's just educate yourself.
I said we're not the same species.
We're not the same.
The
Bro.
only difference is educating yourself. If everyone educated themselves
But
and tried to
thing
learn,
is, the thing is,
most of us don't care for it. Most of us don't care for it.
Capacity to learn.
Exactly.
Because
I don't. He doesn't. You
in
might.
this room, if we all done the same topic here, we all run a test. We're all gonna have different grades
100%.
because we don't all have the capacity to learn.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. So some people, you could put like how to literally make a chip here, a microchip where there's all those fucking interconnected lifestyles in there here that you just look at and you think, how the hell did someone do that? We could all take however long it takes to learn it, and it will take.
If you can stop time, yeah. Sorry, I just thought about this. You should be able to, like, can you? You probably have to figure out what's making you stop this time. If you could do that,
Oh, that's when it becomes.
but obviously you're gonna have to find some help. You're not gonna be able to do it yourself. But I mean, like, if you do that, you could potentially, do more with that time, like the ability.
What else could you do with it apart from stopping time? Going back in time.
Nothing, bro.
Or going forward
Having
in
more
time?
people in your bubble when
In
you
your
stop
bubble.
time. I don't know. Well, obviously, scientists.
Where would you even start, bro? Where
How would you
even
show it?
start?
How would you show a scientist that you can stop time?
You wouldn't, because it's impossible.
You'd have to slap him.
Yeah, you would have to slap him
And then
start
step back. Just step all the way back.
All the way back, and then turn time back on. And
Literally.
Hey, I just slapped shit out you, dog.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Slap a scientist, gain some friends.
Does have to be a scientist though. What's this? Why not? How are they gonna help you? What type of scientist? Because it would have to be like
Quantum.
a very specific. Fuck you. What's that guy? That was
I don't
Joe
know any,
Rogan, that was quantum.
I don't know
That
any
old
types
Japanese
of-
guy.
Probably 100 guys.
Would it be a physics guy?
Steve Aoki or some shit like that, bro.
It would have to be.
He's not a
I
fucking.
know, but he's Asian.
It would have to be a physicist, innit?
What was his name, bro? But this guy made some crazy shit when he was like 15. Oh, it's not that. No one cares, man.
He made some crazy shit.
Yeah, he done something crazy.
Answer, what we doing was time stop. He ain't doing fuck all. I'm robbing a bank.
He's doing everything.
And you're everything in the longest amount of time you could do it, probably. He's taking the longest to do stuff out of all of us.
What's your issue with it, though? What's your issue with it?
No. My issue is with you saying you're gonna do something that I don't think you do. That's all.
But
We just disagree on that. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
That was a good contribution.
I think you have more of an issue than I do because I feel like you're
because you're
being
not,
defensive right
bro.
now.
Because I feel like you're just talking to talk.
What do you mean? It's a podcast.
Yeah, but say stuff that has some substance, bro.
That's
You asked you a
substance.
question,
I just disagreed with you. Then you're getting all defensive.
bro. You didn't disagree with me. You didn't let me finish.
I did let you finish.
Did you let me finish?
100%.
Was I still talking?
No, but you were.
just
You know,
now,
yeah.
just now.
with this
Just
whole
now.
thing. It's
Oh,
fine.
what, just
it's
now?
fine. It's fine. We'll watch it back.
Just now, you
It's
definitely
fine.
finished talking.
We'll watch it back.
Tomorrow you wake up and you're suddenly 16 again.
Like
and you're in
fucking-
school. What would you do?
Is that a
You
Zac
wake up,
Efron
okay,
film?
better way to phrase
I'm
this.
leaving.
You wake up and you're in year 11. You're in year 11 in
Again.
class.
I'm leaving.
Doesn't matter what class it is.
I'm leaving.
I'm saying,
But
no,
you're
not
16.
again.
Now you have however many years ago that was. Now
I'm
you
getting
have
up and I'm
time.
leaving that class.
And what are you gonna do?
Anything else?
You're
I'm saying-
crazy, bro. What the
Anything
fuck do you
else?
mean you're 16?
I'm
fam?
leaving. Anything else?
You're gonna go build a zoo.
Nah, Lil
No,
Wayne.
I'm
What
fine
Lil
now.
Wayne? His mom told him to leave school at 16.
But yeah. Oh wait, with the life we've all lived right now, yeah. Now go back to when you were 16.
And I keep my knowledge.
What's the first thing you do? Okay, the
I
question
keep
is,
my
what's the
knowledge.
first thing you will do?
Do I keep my knowledge?
Yeah, of course. You don't like just go and start again.
Yeah, then I'm going, man. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go start music.
Okay, so that's what you want to do. You're gonna start music.
I just leave.
You're just gonna jump straight in the studio.
Yeah, man. Literally.
You're gonna leave school and go straight to the studio. What are you
I
gonna do?
cannot do school anymore.
I'm leaving and I'm gonna work it out from there. I'm saying, I've been here, done that.
I cannot do
You're
school
gonna do
anymore.
the exact
man.
same thing again, innit?
Or I might actually listen to my dad this time. You get me? I might actually stay in that bitch, listen, and see if life turns out the way he said it would turn out.
This is an isekai at this point, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Isekai.
Another chance. One more
Another
chance. JLS lied. I got 2 shots now. And
So I'm
gonna drink them both. You know what I'm saying?
I never get this one.
And then if shit doesn't turn out the way it does,
Could
or
you
the way
do-
he said it would,
Could you
then-
do it? Yeah. Because that's really the question, isn't it?
What?
You know,
do it all over again?
That's basically what they're asking.
You're 16,
Yeah.
so it's the end.
Yeah, but it's still like a
But then
year of
college
school
and
and then college.
But
And
the
then,
thing
Is that the biggest?
But the thing is,
yeah, that's like probably the
I
biggest
think it
shit.
won't be as. I think it won't be as annoying just because
What you've been there.
it's so simple. Like that, like the stuff they're learning is.
Wouldn't that make it more annoying? You're in there learning stuff
But-
that you don't.
Actually, I'm saying it's simple, but to be honest, if we were all to do a year,
Yeah, we'd probably fail, bro.
First time right now, yeah, we'd all fail, bro. 'Cause we haven't done it in so long. We haven't
Yeah,
studied
that's
it
why
so
I'd
long.
leave. Yeah.
I see a lot of the stuff that they learn in schools and stuff is just
I do feel like
just for schools and stuff.
If
You know
I
what I
went
mean?
back to 16, I would do the same thing. I would study. I would study. That's it. But this time, once I get to uni and after, I'll be way more serious. I'll be way more.
Do you know what?
serious.
Actually, I don't need that shit. As long as I pass my GCSEs, I'm good. From there on out, I can actually start again. So if you gave me the same GCSEs I had now, or like this lifetime when I was 16, and you start me right after college, so put me in there from prom, I could actually give this shit another go. Not that I'd want to, because I'm pretty happy with my life, but I could see if my dad was right. Get me? I could test out that theory.
No, for me, I would definitely be a lot more serious because I was a bit too flimsy
Yeah,
with
same.
my youth. I was
Same.
a bit too like go with the flow, go with the flow. Even in uni, I was go with the flow, go with the flow.
Do you regret it?
Not really. It's just life is life, innit? But if I was to do it again,
You would do it differently.
I wouldn't though, because when it comes to education though, I got everything I needed from education. It's just I was bare with it. I was as in like after the education, I was just bare slow with everything. I was just like it was more of a thing where I thought it was gonna come to me instead of me going to it because I got the grades and shit. I was like, so I'm here now. Come to me instead of me actively going out and getting what I needed. So if I was to go back at 16, I would do the exact same shit. I would do everything the same, but then once I get to uni, I would. Because I can't lie. I've already had that crazy uni life. The second time over, I'm not going to have crazy uni life. I'm going to do it like head down from first year, start going to like conventions and shit and meeting people.
Get your network
from
on.
first year. Because I was doing no networking until third year, bro, which is where it's already like too late
Yeah.
at that point.
What do you
But
need to
even though-
network for?
Well, like it depends on what you do, but for law, you have to like you should be working from second year. You should be already studying and in internship
In a firm
from
and-
second year.
Okay, yeah. That makes
I was fucking around. I was partying, doing crazy shit.
So you tried. So in the third years when you tried to.
No, third. Oh yeah. Now in my life now, yeah. Third year is when I actually thought, now I need to actually know. But
Okay, but you would have already
but I
supposed
would
to
have
have been
if
doing
I
it.
have to redo it. I would have networked from your first year, bro. First year, jump straight into networking. Second year, internship. Third year, do your exam. Do your dissertation, all of that shit. And then once that's done, you're 2 years into an internship and you're already like.
If I got another try, I might actually try and put some music out this time, fam.
There you go.
Like, yo,
There you go.
See what happens.
I'm
saying, wait, why am I even? Now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't do law.
Yeah.
I don't even like law.
Maybe smarter.
I don't even like
it's a
law.
lot
I'm just
of money.
saying this. I probably wouldn't even have done law.
It's a lot of money out of your
It's a hard,
pocket,
this is
man.
a weird. It's an interesting question because now if I'm 16 again,
Yo.
I have a new lease on life, so I don't have to do the same things. I could do another subject. I might just be a
You
historian.
could take your degree and do a lot more with
I
it.
might be a historian.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So you can educate all these people about the Holocaust.
No, but that's one thing. I always wanted to be as a historian, but
I actually really liked history, but I never wanted to be a historian
That is
or a
such
history
a broad,
teacher.
I would have specialized in something. That's the thing. Not every historian isn't like a
A
broad
school
historian.
teacher, yeah.
It's you would go to uni and specialize in something, whether it's American history, whether
Yeah.
it's medieval history, whether I would specialize in
A
something.
lot of historians go digging in the ground and shit.
No,
like
that's archaeologists.
Yeah, but
They're not historians.
bro, are you serious? I'm pretty sure that they're basically like they cross over somewhere.
Well, I wouldn't be an archaeologist. I would be a historian. Find my
Indiana
passion.
Jones is an archaeologist.
That guy's a bastard though.
He knows a lot.
And he's a
about history.
professor.
Yeah, he's a history professor.
He brought a gun to a knife fight, to a sword fight. You can't trust him.
He's the smartest. He was
He
the
brought a
smartest guy
gun to
there.
a knife fight, sword
Yeah.
fight.
Apparently, that only happened. Apparently, it was supposed to be a sword fight. They had a whole sword fight choreographed.
And he just.
But because they were out in like the desert or wherever they were
And it's too
filming,
hot.
they had dysentery. So
dysentery.
That's
Oh,
it, dysentery.
no.
What's that?
So Harrison Ford, it's an illness,
you got
innit?
the shits. You got the
Harrison
shits.
Ford was like, I can't do the sword fight. He's like, if I do it, I'm going to shit
Wait,
myself.
Harrison Ford had dysentery.
He said to the
You can die
director,
from dysentery.
he said to the director, I'm going to shit myself. He's like, either, he's like, you need to, either we wait to do the sword fight or you just let me shoot him. And so they gave him the gun and just said, shoot the brother.
So you're telling me if I get too hot, I can shit myself?
No.
It's not heat. It's just
Dysentery
like,
isn't about heat.
Okay.
Dysentery is like, it's just an illness that you come down.
It's
You know, there's royalty, British royalty that died from dysentery, which is kind of sad.
I've had the British royalty that died on the toilet. Yeah.
British royalty
Isn't it
have
like
died from a lot of ways.
isn't it like
A couple of them died on the toilet. A lot of people have died on the toilet. You know.
Elvis died on the toilet.
That's sick. But from drugs or from
Sandwiches.
Number two.
Well, he died eating a sandwich on the toilet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
I
because
don't know shit, to be honest.
no, he died because
He's
of
a
his
thief anyway, so.
What did he steal?
bacterial infections
Black people
causes
use it.
dysentery. So it was just
Bacteria.
dirty environment basically.
Okay.
But Elvis, he died because of constipation, I swear, or at least that's
Is this what constipation kill you? Was he pushing so hard that he blew a blood vessel?
apparently it's something
That
like
if
that.
that
Like something like that.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna Google it because I'm not sure, but that's just what I was told. But Elvis, yeah, he apparently his sandwiches were fucking him up. Then he had like
he
peanut.
became fat as hell.
Yeah, but
Have you seen
yeah,
his karate videos?
No.
Best shit ever, bro. In his later life, he became like he started doing karate, yeah, and he's looking like Joey Diaz when he was doing karate, bro. And shit is hilarious, bro. He was doing karate.
Oh no, he died from a heart attack. Okay,
Oh yeah, he was pushing on the.
he did die on the toilet, but it was a heart attack.
on the golden throne.
Sticky.
I swear his wife was like. He was a notorious young lady fiddler.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But then again, at the time,
It was normal.
he was. All right, next question.
Wasn't Michael Jackson with his daughter?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
They
yeah.
were married.
Wow.
imagine they had a child. That would have been a.
Apparently they never had sex though.
It was probably just one of those show marriages. But
Oh,
imagine
shit.
they had a child. And
Oh yeah, for real.
one side is Elvis, which
Other
is
side Jackson. That's
the
crazy.
King of Rock, and the
Presley
King of
and
Pop.
Jackson.
Yeah.
King of what?
Well, that's what it was called, wasn't
So
it?
the heart attack was.
Wasn't he called the King of something?
Yeah, rock and roll.
There you
Yeah.
go. And she was, and Michael Jackson's the King of Pop. So like, imagine you're the child of this,
The rock and pop king.
the King of Rap.
And imagine, yeah, I was gonna say, imagine you can't do. Imagine you just have no
Imagine you're
musical
a drug
talent.
addict.
Just
You
no
become a
musical
drug
talent.
addict.
It's close to rock and roll.
A drug addict.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, drug guys, fair enough. But
Alright,
yeah, he died from the heart attack. But apparently the heart attack was brought on because of his
pushing.
the pressure that he
Oh, he was crashing. No, it's never that deep.
Man said straining to have a bowel movement.
Why was he going so hard?
They called it a maneuver.
But why?
They said the maneuver took his life.
Why was he going so hard though? I don't get it. Why didn't you just like
Apparently-
it's not coming out? Let
didn't
me
he
just stop.
Because didn't he have those sandwiches that were like famously fucking up his stomach, like constipating him, like every time he ate them?
No,
it was like
what?
a deep fried peanut butter,
But deep it.
banana, something chocolate.
That's crazy.
Like-
Americans are crazy.
But just deep it. You're on the toilet, yeah. You're pushing now. You don't before you start going to the part where you actually push it so hard you kill yourself. You're pushing. Nothing comes out. Nothing comes out. One
Hey,
you say,
no.
okay, it's not gonna come out now. Let me just stop.
I mean,
go
I-
outside, wait 2 hours.
I've
If it
personally
comes
never had
back-
that situation.
He actually said,
But-
"Today you're coming out. Right now, you're coming out."
But how many days do you think he had that in his stomach before he said I'd lose my
It
life over
probably
this?
it was probably like calcified.
And how many times do you think he's passed out from trying to do it? So he was like, if I pass out, it's fine.
Wait, what? Yo, he's just fortified his soul to this point where it's like, hey, if I go, innit?
Blood.
Imagine being a person to actually open the door and see him there on the golden throne.
Oh my god! And you know,
Half a shit coming out.
I was gonna say, you know, the people they shit when they die, innit? So if
Oh,
it's
is the bowels just released? Oh, well,
at least he was on the toilet.
yeah, yo, what? But no wiping though. But hey, who cares? Alright, next question.
Thank you.
You are now the president of the United States. What would you do first?
War on Israel.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Whoa, wait, what?
It's a good shot.
Adesanya, specifically.
that came out of nowhere. Adesanya, yeah, okay.
No, he's my
what
guy.
did he do to you?
Nah,
Painting his nails.
I see Drake painting his nails as
He got
well.
the drip tips.
Huh?
They're called
The
the
drip?
drip tips.
And the toes as well, so if he kicks man in the face.
That's rude. Can't get kicked by a man with painted
Rude.
toenails.
Hey, your Romero does the same thing, man. But no one's gonna
He's
say
a
this
joke,
to your
man. He's a
Romero.
joke, man.
What?
A fucking joke, man.
You're well Romero.
Yes.
Mr. Alaju.
He is a joke, man, bro. He is a joke, man. Just as much as
Why?
Paulo Costa.
Why?
Because they try and be
Is that
funny
what it
guys
is?
when the time's right. Remember when he had that fight against Paulo Costa and he pretended he won? He pretended he thought he won. When he knew he lost that fight, he put his hand up like, yeah, I
You have to
won.
believe you win, fam.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, no, he wasn't getting like destroyed that fight. They both were beating the
He
shit out of
definitely
him.
knew. Even after my man said he won, he was still holding his hand up like, yeah, I won. Like,
He doesn't know English.
Nah.
Maybe
Fuck
it
up,
was just
man.
like it was a real
Concussions,
effort.
bro. Concussions are
It
real.
was a
bro.
real effort.
He thought it was a McDonald's, bro. He was like, hey, that's my order. He put his hand up and thought it was his order. Alright. Well. This
But yeah.
fast today.
Oppenheimer, blood.
I need to watch that movie, man.
Oppenheimer?
It's about the creation of the atomic bomb. But I know it doesn't sound like a great concept, but it's Christopher Nolan, so it's going to be amazing.
Oh, but Einstein's definitely in there, so it must be fun.
And what's his name? Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Did you laugh at my brother?
Yeah, Tom
Oh, is that his
Shelby.
name?
Tom Shelby?
Yeah.
Tom?
Well,
Scarecrow.
peoples,
Batman Begins.
Oh yeah, so we come full circle.
we had a great time here today.
Beyonce, thank you for coming to Tottenham. You get what I'm saying, the GOAT.
We'll see you next week, yeah?
Get me.
Even though we missed last week, we didn't really miss last week. Audio only. Don't know why I brought that up.
Say thank you, Beyonce.
Fuck you. Goodbye.
Alright then.